You can feel like you're really loving on yourself every single day. You're investing in yourself every single day, which means you'll feel as though, because you are, showing up for yourself every single day. What's up, ladies, and welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Saying, the podcast that's all about keeping it real, being relatable, and helping you grow to be your best self. I'm Jess, your host and your favorite accountability coach, and I'm here to not only help you take control of your life, but also your relationships. And today, we're going to be diving into a topic that's all about reclaiming your magic. Yes, we are going to be talking about romanticizing your life. Now, before we get into it, I want to ask you something. How often do you celebrate yourself? Seriously, and I'm not talking about your big wins. I mean, like your everyday moments, little things like waking up on time, making it to the gym, prepping your food. How often do you actually give yourself a pat on the back for things like that? Make sure you let me know down in the comments because I'm very curious to know how often you're actually showing up for you. All right, so you already know the drill. Go ahead and grab your coffee, your tea, your water, your wine. No judgment here. And let's get into it. So I know you're probably asking yourself now, what does romanticizing your life mean? Like, how do you do that? I know, because when I first heard about it, I was like, what the hell is that? But I do want to clear up something. Romanticizing your life is not about living in a fantasy world, and it's absolutely not about pretending like your life is perfect. It's about you finding the beauty in the ordinary day-to-day things that happen in your life so that you can feel confident in celebrating those things every single day, celebrating yourself every single day. And listen, you can make your day-to-day life as special as you want it to be. I am all about celebrating. So think about it like this. It's like you're turning your life into a movie. And of course, you're already the main character. But the best part is you get to write the script too. So we're going to go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into why romanticizing your life is so important. The first reason is because you need to make sure that you're treating yourself the way you expect others to treat you. Because let's be real for a minute. How many times have you caught yourself thinking, oh, if somebody would just treat me this way, if I could only feel this kind of love from someone, if I could only feel this kind of support from someone. But the real truth is, you set the tone for how other people treat you. People watch how you treat yourself. People watch how you show up for yourself. People watch the standards that you have for yourself. And that shows them how they are allowed to treat you. So you want somebody that takes you on cute dates? Cool. Make sure you go ahead and pull out that dress that you've been holding off for the perfect moment. Today is the day. Pull out the dress, put it on, pick out that restaurant that you've been waiting for forever to try out. Go to the restaurant and enjoy your own company. You want somebody to compliment you? You need to be your biggest hype woman. You need to be walking past the mirror and looking at yourself like, dang, I look good. You look good, baby. You look good. Yeah, I know. You look good, baby. You look good. Listen, I am my biggest hype woman. I look at myself in the mirror all the time. It don't matter. It don't have to be no rhyme, reason, no specific season, okay? I am going to hype myself up because I love me. I worked damn hard to get to be the version of me that I am today. And I know you have too. So you need to appreciate how far you've come. You need to compliment yourself. You need to appreciate yourself. You need to pat yourself on the back and be like, I did that because you did. You did. You showed up for yourself. And so you need to be all the things that you're looking for in other people. And the next thing is you need to be comfortable with spending time alone. Let's talk about it, because just because you're alone does not mean you're lonely. I know when you're alone for the first time in a really long time, especially if you're someone that you're used to having large groups of friends, you're always socializing, or you're used to being in a relationship and you and your partner are always around each other. whatever the case may be, if you're someone that's used to being around people and you're experiencing being alone for the first time, it's super important. And I want you to get to a point to where it's comfortable and you feel good in it. You feel good being in your own company. And don't look at it as you're distant from people. Look at it as an opportunity for you to be able to reconnect with yourself, because you can't expect people to love on you and be super invested in you if you're not super invested in yourself. You want someone to be investing in you, you should be your biggest investor. You should know yourself inside and out. And I know sometimes when we sit alone, we hear those ugly voices, all those sounds that we've been trying to, ignore for maybe a really long time. But it's time to face the music, sis. And whatever support that you need to get through those moments, get it. I don't care if it's a therapist, a life coach, hint, hint, make sure you hit me up. I got some things coming for you, okay? If you need somebody to talk to, I suggest you definitely do that so you can move past all of those barriers, because then that's going to put you in a space to be able to attract the people that you really want to attract. You really have to dig deep, get in there, get in all those rough parts, get in there, work on all those ugly parts that you don't like, and work on them so much that you see them as being beautiful. You start to love your scars. You start to love all those battle wounds. You start to love every experience in life that you've gone through, because you know that all of those experiences is what brought you to this moment today. And we love the person that we are today. And guess what? Even if you don't feel like you love the person that you are today, you're a better person than the person that you were yesterday. So if you don't love the person you are today, then you're better than yesterday. And we're going to do all the work that we can do to make sure you love yourself even more tomorrow and all the days to come after that. And it's okay to start small. You don't have to do anything really big alone. You could just go, and instead of going to the drive-thru to get your coffee, go inside of the coffee shop, order your coffee, get a nice muffin or something and sit down and enjoy it. And you don't have to sit there being awkward. You can, maybe take down some notes, take a book with you. Hey, if you want to scroll on social media, you can definitely do that. Whatever it is that you need to take with you to make yourself not feel weird, I definitely get it, because I can be super awkward sometimes. And it's really important just to enjoy your company, your own company. And it's so crazy because I too just recently broke down that barrier myself. I used to be one of those people where it's like, I'm not going to go eat by myself. That looks weird. Like, I'm sitting on one side of the table and nobody's sitting across from me. Like, who does that? And then I could be somewhat antisocial. So I don't want to sit at the bar because I don't want people to think that I'm open to conversations. So, I had the hardest time with that, but I'm so proud of myself because last year I did not have any birthday plans and I went on my first solo trip by myself. I went from being a girl that doesn't even like to go out to eat by herself to going on my first solo trip by myself. I went to Asheville, North Carolina. I knew I didn't want to turn up. I kind of just wanted a chill vibe. And so I felt like that was the perfect place after doing my research. And yeah, I went. The people there were really nice. It was a very quiet area for the most part. And I really enjoyed it. And actually me going on that solo trip forced me to finally go out to eat by myself, obviously, because I was alone on the trip. And I did stuff like I went to museums. I tried different foods. I just walked around in the area, recorded some content, did different things, but I really did enjoy myself and I love it. And now I even take myself on movie dates. I love going to the movie theater. I don't wait for anyone anymore. And that's another thing that makes this so important, because as you all know, a lot of things never make it out of the group chat. And you don't want to be one of those people that make it halfway or all the way through life and you realize you missed out on so many opportunities and so many experiences because you were waiting on someone else to do it with you. don't be afraid to do it by yourself. And as long as you do it, you can do it afraid, just do it. And you never know, you may meet some great people depending on, how much you actually want to socialize while you're out and about. And you also get to learn what you like. Sometimes, especially when you're a people pleaser, you don't really know what you like. You just go along with the flow with what other people want and what other people like because that's what they want to do. And you may convince yourself into saying that you like it, but you probably don't so much. You probably enjoy it, yes, but it's probably not something that you would prefer to do. It's probably other things. I've definitely experienced that before. Listen, I have a story time about a lot of things. So I always liked video games, right? But I got into a relationship with someone that was like a hardcore gamer. And so I started buying games. I still enjoy the games. I still enjoy playing stuff like Call of Duty, shoot 'em up, pow pow, all that kind of stuff. I still enjoy it, but I'm not running to the store to go get the game. I'm not always trying to upgrade my system like I used to be when we were in a relationship playing video games together. So that's not something that would be like at the top of my list. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I just love games. Like I enjoy it, yes, but it's not a preference of mine. It's not something that I require to satisfy me or make me happy. What's up, ladies? It's your favorite accountability coach, Jess, and I have something special for you today. I know a lot of you have been trying to get into journaling, working on getting all of your feelings and all of your emotions and thoughts out on paper, and I have the perfect thing for you. I have created the intentional journal that is made specifically to help you keep track of your emotions, your feelings, your plans, and to just help you get all of those random thoughts out of your head and on paper. It is so good to get all of your thoughts out on paper. It makes things so much clearer and it helps you understand where you are so that you can better be accountable for yourself. So make sure you go ahead and download your copy today. And I almost forgot the best part. It is free. Yes, and it is in PDF form, so you can download it right now today. So go ahead, check out the link below and download your copy now. So it's just really important to get to know yourself, and it's easier to do it when you're alone, to quiet down all the noise. And it's really important to just be self-aware. Being self-aware is priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. When you're so in tune with yourself, you know what triggers you. You know if you're stressed, what's going to calm you down. You know how to avoid certain stressful situations because you know what gets you to a certain level. You know what brings you down to a certain level. You know what your happy place is. You know what music you need to listen to when you're doing certain things. You just know. Just knowing is so important. It's so many people that fall into the routine of life that they just don't know. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. They don't know what they like. They know what they don't like because they've experienced so much disappointment in life. And it's really unfortunate that you go through all of your life experiences only being able to point out all the things that you don't like, all the things that you don't want, but you don't know what you need, what you want, and what you require. Just being you as a person, not even talking about relationships, just for you to exist and be in a peaceful space. What do you require as an individual? Knowing that is precious. And I want you guys to know how important that is. If you don't walk away with anything else, I want you to remember that you are an individual. You are important. You are valuable. And you matter. And everything that you need matters. But the only way you can make it matter is you have to know what it is first. You have to identify what it is that you need as a person. So never forget that. I don't care if you're a mother, you can be the greatest sister, you can be the greatest wife, you can be the greatest aunt, you can be the greatest whatever. but you're still an individual and you still have your own needs. So my first tip is going to be for you to practice being present. Practice being in the present. And in order for you to do that, I'm going to need for you to put the phone down. I need you to put it down and really be able to savor the moment. I don't care if it's you just enjoying a meal or if you're sitting outside on your balcony enjoying the sunset, whatever the moment is, I need for you to sit in it, enjoy it, experience it, and just really feel it and think about how that makes you feel. Identify what is making you feel like that in that moment. What is it about this moment that's making me feel this particular way? And it's okay. You may need to journal it, write it down, make a mental note of it. Whatever it is, you need to identify those things. I'm feeling like this. And what is making me feel like this? This is what's making me feel like this. You need to be able to understand those things, because the mindfulness can turn an ordinary moment into something that is extraordinary. Just you being still in the moment and enjoying it. And this brings me into my next point about self-care. Self-care is so important. And I need for you to understand that self-care goes far beyond face masks and bubble baths. Although we do enjoy all of those things, but real self-care is about showing up for yourself when it truly matters. So there's 3 types of self-care. You have your emotional self-care, you have your mental self-care, and then you have your physical self-care. So for your emotional self-care, you can probably journal or just talk to somebody you trust. And I mean someone that you really trust with your life. Because once again, we're really trying to work through our mental, all the spaces and things that make us uncomfortable, make us feel insecure. You want to get all of those things out because you don't want to internalize it, because it just turns your body into a war zone. So we want to get all of those emotions out. So whether you need to get it out on paper or if you need to verbally speak with someone, those would definitely be healthy for your emotional self-care routines. And for your mental health routine, it's kind of similar. Journaling and talking to someone is definitely going to help you when it comes to your mental as well, because you're going to be clearing up that space. But you also need to do what? Set boundaries. Yes. And what else do you need to do? Be able to say no. Exactly. Set those boundaries and say no to things that drain you. Do not overexert yourself, especially when it's not something that's like life or death. If it's not, let it fly. And for physical self-care, we already know you need to move your body. I don't care if it's you just going for a nice walk, you want to take a dance class, you want to do yoga, you want to go for a swim, or you want to go to the gym and you want to really sweat it out. Whatever you do, you need to keep your body moving. You need some kind of physical activity because you don't want your body to lock up on you. And then listen, you already know once you hit those 30s, like things start making sounds that you never heard before. Sometimes, if you sitting on a low couch, when you get up, it's like you gotta kind of scoot to the edge and then lift up. You can't just get up. Listen, stretch, baby, stretch. And here's a tip you don't hear every day. Feel free to romanticize your self-care routines because listen, they are important. It's okay for you to light a nice smelling candle while you're journaling. And it's definitely good to play a nice playlist or something while you're cleaning. I know a lot of us probably grew up on that. I know I did. Ain't nothing like hearing Anita Baker while you got bleach about to have you passing out because you've been cleaning the kitchen all day. Whatever it is you need to do, feel free to play your music. I know I love listening to 90s R&B while I'm cleaning up. And if you're staying in for the night, if you're cooking a nice dinner, put on a cute dress up, beat your face a little bit, sit down and have you a little dinner date inside. Maybe snap you a few pictures for Instagram, whatever it is. Make it feel special because you're special. And tip number 2, Create yourself a self-love menu. Just a list of some small things that you can do to nurture yourself every day. It could be something as simple as you doing a 10-minute breathing exercise. If you have a smartwatch, I know mine has breathing exercises on it. It tells you when to inhale, when to exhale. You could do something like that. Or it could be just you reading a chapter in a book or something like that. Whatever it is, it could be some of the most simplest things, but it needs to be something that you can do every day, because the key is going to be consistency. So you can feel like you're really loving on yourself every single day. You're investing in yourself every single day, which means you'll feel as though, because you are, showing up for yourself every single day. So I do have a few more tips to help you when it comes to romanticizing your life. First, I need for you to make sure you create an environment that you actually enjoy being in. And yes, I'm talking about your home, because that should be your safe haven. That should be your happy space. And I'm here to tell you, a clean space, some cozy lighting, and some real nice decor can go a really long way when it comes to setting the mood. You need to make sure that all the things that are within your space brings you some kind of joy. When you walk in the house, you should be happy to be there. You should walk in and just love the smell, love the cool colors, whatever it is, whatever color you have your walls, whatever pictures you have hanging up, whatever it is, you should love walking into that space. And number 2, make sure you celebrate your small wins. If you set out to complete a chore today and you got it done, feel free to treat yourself. And I don't mean treat yourself by going crazy, okay? So listen, if it's a small win, it just needs to be a little small reward, okay? Let's not go too crazy. So if you set out to clean out your closet, I'm going to use that as an example, because that was my goal for the weekend and I completed it. So if you set out to get your closet done and you did it, nothing wrong with you catching up on some TV shows for a little while. Treat yourself, okay? Sit down for a minute, kick up, relax your feet, party on down to the, you know what I'm saying, take a moment to relax, treat yourself. Maybe you can go get you a nice smoothie or something small. We're not going to go crazy, okay? We're not going to go to the steakhouse just because we cleaned out our closet. We're not trying to undo all the great things that we've done. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We're going to keep it simple. And number 3, say yes to all the adventures that you can. Being spontaneous adds excitement to your life. I want you to think of it as you living out your Pinterest board, bringing your Pinterest board to reality. Look at it like that. If you've been wanting to try this dance class, go try it. If you've been invited on a road trip, go take it. If you have a recipe that has been saved in your favorites for I don't know how long, but you haven't tried it yet because you don't think you're that great of a cook, girl, try it. Ain't nobody eating it but you. And if you got a man and he trying it, he gonna love it too. Trust me. So just, be a little bit spontaneous. Excite yourself a little bit. Let your hair down. Do something different. Just be like, okay, we getting up and we doing this. We're doing it. And you're gonna feel so good afterwards. So good. So like I said, check out your favorites list, check out your Pinterest board, go check out your TikTok favorites, because if you're anything like me, you have a bunch of recipes saved on TikTok. You have a bunch of trips saved on TikTok. I know you got a cabin or 2 saved on there, because I definitely do. I need for you to go pick out something that you have had saved in your favorites for I don't know how long, and I need you to go do it. I need you to go try it. Listen, we're walking a new walk and talking a new talk. We're doing things all 2025. We're being our best selves, just like we said. So here's my challenge for you this week. I want for you to find a way that you can romanticize your life just a little bit. You can start out small. It could be just you doing something like making your coffee a little bit fancier, putting a little whipped cream and a little caramel sauce on top, something like that. Maybe putting it in a little special cup, anything. Or if you want to go all out, plan you a nice little solo date. And when you do it, I want you to come right back to this video and I want you to comment and I want you to let us know How was it? Did you enjoy it? Were you comfortable? Were you a little uncomfortable? Was it awkward? I want you to share with me, how did it feel? How did it feel to come out of your shell and do something different and really just love on yourself, romanticizing your life, things that you do or you want to do every day, just romanticizing it and just be extra. And it probably comes easy to me because I'm a Leo and people say that we're dramatic anyway. And so I love just being over the top. But I want you guys to experience that as well. I want you be over the top. Go all out. If you're going to do something, go above and beyond. And I want you to really enjoy it. I want you to really savor the experience. I want you to do everything you would do if you were with somebody else. Make your posts, talk about it, review the place that you went to, whatever it is that you would usually do if you were out with friends or if you were out with your partner, whatever you would usually do. I want you to do it for yourself, with yourself, by yourself. Because you are a good time, sis. I don't know about you, but listen, I'm a party all by myself. I don't need no help. And if you do, soon you won't. Soon you're going to be your own party as well. Because I don't know if you saw my last episode about being the main character, but we're building nothing but main characters around here. And you are already the main character of your story. We just have to help you write your script. And that's why you're here. I'm here to help you with that. And if this episode has spoke to you in any kind of way, please make sure you share it with someone that just needs a little reminder that they are the magic in their own lives. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you're following me on all socials because I want to keep the conversation going. Because trust me, girl, you are not alone on this journey. We're in this together. And until next time, stay accountable, stay magical, and most importantly, stay you. I'm just saying.